Yo guys, just ended up in the middle of a random piece of farmland. Oh, trails. Yikes. But yeah, anyway, thanks to Mr. Boy Ho for his donation to the elderly, the invisible women in the alley. We got Stalin to go out there and visit them. Did a pretty decent job this time, surprisingly. Or maybe I'm being too harsh on her. The rest of his donation we gave out earlier in the year to a couple of recipients at the bike store, but their stories were pretty uneventful, so I'm gonna post it up here now because the girl that received it was depressed, so she didn't say anything. She didn't even want to be on camera basically, and yeah, she's not really giving us much. Not even a little glimmer of a smile. But yeah, we got 1 million out to her and also 1 million out to another recipient.
Dạ, em tên là Nguyệt ạ.
Nguyệt. Nguyệt với cháu này là
Tên là Gia Hân ạ. Phạm Gia Hân.
Phạm Gia Hân. Phạm Gia Hân. Ở này là con của em. Chứ hoàn cảnh em là như thế nào?
Em là hai vợ chồng ly hôn.
Ly hôn.
Dạ. Thì bố bạn ấy không chu cấp được mình em với bạn ấy.
Oh yeah, so she's looking after her daughter by herself.
Bạn ấy thì đang bị bệnh nội tiết ấy. Mỗi tháng thì phải điều trị mất khoảng tầm 8 đến 9 triệu tiền thuốc.
Là nhiêu?
8 đến 9 triệu tiền thuốc vào mỗi tháng.
Yeah.
Sao hả chị? Bị bệnh nội tiết. Bệnh nội tiết ạ?
She's got some endocrine problem, I think, or some hormone problem, and the treatment, she said, costs 8 to 9 million a month, and the kid looks pretty depressed, and you know, so right, so just give her a meal, gửi em ít tiền để góp cho cái chi phí. Ok. Nhìn khỏe mà, không?
Nó là bệnh nội tiết ấy, nó liên quan đến các cái nội tiết ở trong cơ thể ấy, liên quan đến chuyển hóa các chất.
Okay, damn. Okay, so she's got some endocrine problem. They're getting treatment. Thì chúc cháu mau phục hồi, khỏe. Khôi Cường, the teeth guy, as he's formerly known, to come down. Đang làm ở nhà là làm gì?
Em làm may.
Làm may à?
Vâng.
Mấy này có nhiều việc không?
Dạo này thì máy thì ít ạ.
May ít à?
Vâng, dạo này việc gì cũng ít.
Vậy à? Lúc trước thấy gái nhìn ốm rồi, như gầy hơn rồi. Chị
Vâng, có nhìn em mà.
Gầy. Thiếu ăn hay sao?
Nó không hấp thụ được mà nó không chịu ăn em. Bữa chỉ bắt cơm mà.
Damn, her daughter's not eating.
Vâng.
Her daughter's not eating apparently, because I said that she looks kind of skinny. Không hấp thụ.
Vâng.
Không, cái này không cần đi khám à, nhìn thấy gầy á.
Em à?
Con gái chị.
Vâng.
Không biết gầy như vậy là do ăn không dinh dưỡng hay là do là vốn là tướng mình như vậy.
Do thế từ ngày trước là gầy rồi ạ.
Thì con trai thì khỏe không?
Cháu vẫn khỏe.
Khỏe. Lúc trước nhớ răng là bị hư mà giờ thấy răng đẹp lại mà, phải không? Thấy giờ răng khỏe lại.
Vâng, cháu giờ nó mọc hết rồi.
Yeah, his teeth are good now. Because I remember chị Hợp was saying that his teeth were, messed up. Gửi em ít tiền mua đồ ăn cho con gái để cho mập lên. được không?
Vâng.
Alright, so we'll give her a meal, man. Hopefully, her kid can get some grub to it. He'll gửi ít tiền để chợ đồ ăn dinh dưỡng, rau với ít trứng thịt. Just end it here on that awkward note. Thôi thì anh kết thúc ở đây nhé. Có gì mốt có dịp anh lên thì anh liên lạc nhé. Chào. Alright, chào Cường nhé. Alright, they're out. There was an old guy that came and demanded a bike. Didn't ask because he asked many times and we said we're not doing the bikes. And he looked well off anyway. Didn't look like a... Normally poor people, they're not really that demanding, that insistent, because, you know, they're being downtrodden by society, so they're not that insolent to actually demand things. But this guy was really demanding, and it's quite annoying in the end because he wouldn't accept no for an answer. But yeah, that was the kind of epilogue of our time out there. And, also, we got another donation out to Ling from Ross Gilmore and the Candyman, Mr. Thompson. All up, they sent 5.5 million. We sent 2.75 million for a starter because a bit later, I mean, Starlin said we don't need to pay her back for the returning the money, but I said, you know, it was a good gesture on her behalf. So yeah, I think she was in need as well. Actually, we had sent her more money before that because she did, she occasionally or regularly asks me for donations for medication and stuff. Like her kid is always ill. I mean, not surprisingly with the diet that she feeds her. I said, with this money, get some better food for him, because she takes pictures of these instant noodles that she feeds him, and she says he's getting a better diet now because he's bigger, but the daughter is still getting instant noodles. And I said, well, that's why they had problems. Not only that, it was because Ling herself, I think, was malnourished during her pregnancy, but, you know, it's really doing them no favors now to continually have food that has no nutritional value, like noodles, instant noodles. It's high in sodium and just really quite a bad food. I mean, I eat it as well, but I realize it's not good for you, or have realized lately. Before I didn't really know because everyone eats it. I'm in the Vietnamese mindset. If everyone does it, it's okay. So yeah, we sent her 1.3 million before that, and I think a couple of 100,000 before that. But because she's not like a, you know, one of the darlings of the channel, I didn't really report on her. But I'll put the receipts up here. We used Ross Gilmore's donations for her, since she's like basically the only one that is bothered about her fate. I don't think Starlin likes that Ling keeps contacting me, and she's not that insistent. She just asks how I am, and then, you know, once in a while she'll tell me about her plight. I mean, she is really suffering as well. She's not lying, but she's, you know, like they say, the squeaky wheel gets the oil. So Ling gets a bit of oil every now and then.
Em cảm ơn anh Jogi Mo đã giúp đỡ em 2,2 triệu tiền học phí cho hai bạn. Em cảm ơn anh Jogi Mo rất nhiều.
I don't think she's doing that well, because whenever she shows me the receipt of the money received in her account, it's like pretty much empty, unless she's got like a bunch of accounts, which I don't think she would. I think she's living hand to mouth basically, and feel pretty bad for her son, just born into a no hope situation. Don't really think her son can escape it, because you know, he's been handicapped by his birth, man. His birth, being born to a kind of weak, malnourished mother. It's set him on the wrong path for life. Anyway, these dogs always come and harass us when we're running, so I'll try to make it back to the main road. I'm out in the middle of some farmland, and it is after sunset, so we'll see if we can get back to civilization. But yeah, continuing with the story, Zhao Wan was also put out the call. I think they didn't either rent, and she messaged me to say that the new landlord came to demand the payment for the rent. He said they've got 3 days, so she messaged me to try to get a transfer of money. out to her, so I'll do that thanks to Midwest Asian. And also she has spent some money on other things. She sent me a photo of a calculator. Damn, these dogs are not friendly. Yo. Yeah, you would get hounded by, you get hounded by a lot of dogs here. Hello. But mostly I haven't been bitten, although the Swedish guy said he got bit and had to take a rabies shot. But yeah, so Joanne sent us a photo of stuff that she bought, like a calculator and some clothes that her mum bought, and you know, that is about it. I mean, they always leave the rent to the last minute to get hassled, and I think the landlord wants to kick them out. As I said, they're not the best neighbors for people to have, and it's just a headache that you don't want to deal with as a landlord because you get nothing out of it. I sent Gobak, I think a couple of mil, or maybe 1 mil, 1.3 mil, something like that, to try to ease things, because I know donors don't like that, but you need to oil a few surrounding parts to get things to work. And people don't like to do that, but that's just the reality of the situation. I mean, their destiny is hanging by the people around them. You know, there's nothing that money can do if people around them throw them out onto the streets, you know. Because yeah, in the West, people just think throw money at the problem, but sometimes you got to oil the right hinges, you know, or kind of oil the machinery in the right places. That is what has been going on. Yeah, just another little update. I'll just end it off here. Hopefully the road gets a little bit better, man. It's getting bogged down a little bit. It's a little kid and his dog just walking home. I'll check the map to see where the hell I am. I saw a car drive past before, so I thought it was we're close to the main road. Oh, it's not even a little kid, it's a woman. But yeah, I'll check Google Maps to see. Oh, it's a frog. There's these cool little, I don't know if they're frogs or little mud skippers or what, but I ran past a few puddles and saw these animals get out of the way. You know, one good thing about these runs through the trails is you see a little bit more nature. I mean, I'm a big nature fan. There's a whole pack of dogs there. So, you know, it's a good feeling to be close to nature, man. Oh yeah, we're having to traverse a huge puddle. Maybe they could have hitched the ride with his towels if I was quick enough, but damn, they're light on their feet, man. I thought they would sink into that mud. Instead, I'm sinking into the mud here. Damn, pretty graceful. But yeah, this run back has been pretty, not treacherous, but challenging, slow. The mother cow ran over pretty quick when the calf was calling out. Interesting. Yo! Yo! Damn, there's a huge bellow. Hey! Oh, it's going home. Yo! This guy is a beautiful white cow, man. Whoa! Yeah, a lot of puddles, man. Huge potholes. Hopefully, we've got some firm ground from here on in. That was a hard road to get past.